Hello there, my beautiful friends. How are you? Welcome back to Sacred Knowledge Tarot. I am so happy and excited to have each and every one of you here with me in this collective space today. So thank you, everyone. Now let's first call in Spirit. This reading, this video, this collective space is an activation for you. Okay, so as you are moving through this reading, receiving the information that I'm giving you, this is going to be information that you can now take forward and use however you like. But know that this reading and the information you receive is a part of your activation today. Okay, we are clearing paths for you to tap into the energy that you are meant to experience that is soul aligned. You are a chosen one. Spirit wants you to know that. Okay, so we're going to pull 3 surrender cards and see what it is that you are meant to surrender in your life. Okay, so we're clearing the path here by surrendering. Surrender to Spirit. All right, you are meant to surrender to Spirit right now. So once you've done everything you can do to achieve a goal, turn the situation over to the divine. Let Spirit work its magic for you. Okay, so once again, once you've done everything you can to achieve a goal, turn the situation over to the divine. Let Spirit work its magic for you. Okay? And your second surrender is surrender your desire to control people. The snake is coming through. I'm getting a shedding of energies. Okay, so you might be seeing a snake somewhere in your life. This is a guiding animal for you over the next few weeks. So if you haven't seen one, you're seeing one now on your screen. Being overly controlling can sabotage relationships. To more effectively achieve your goals, back off, regroup, and give the situation some breathing room. So once again, being over controlling can sabotage relationships. To more effectively achieve your goals, back off, regroup, and give the situation some breathing room. All right, and your third surrender card is surrender procrastination. All right, surrender procrastination one step at a time, okay? So now is the time to jump on a goal instead of putting it off. Taking action will attract success. So once again, now is the time to jump on a goal instead of putting it off. Taking action will attract success. So you're meant to be in motion here. Okay, you're meant to take things one at a time. You're meant to stay in motion as well as what Spirit is saying here. So let's pull some more tarot cards and see what else is coming through. All right, so we are getting here 5 of Pentacles. All right, so perhaps you feel like you're shut out of something. You've been locked out of somewhere safe. Maybe you're not feeling safe and protected in your life right now. Perhaps you're feeling disconnected from Spirit, or you're going through a turbulent patch. What is a patch? This feels like hard times for some of you, but I feel these hard times or challenging times are there to build you. This is where you're meant to apply your power. Okay, so change is definitely showing up in this card. Change has shown up in your life. Spirit is wanting you to stay strong. Change is inevitable, everyone. It's something that we need to build a healthy relationship around, change, right? So getting out of our comfort zone is a part of learning to change. So 5 of Pentacles, we have the Star card. So they want you to walk the path of hope here, to have hope in your situation. Whatever is happening, there's a higher purpose and a higher reason. And sometimes we don't understand why things happen the way that they do, but there's a purpose and a reason for why you are experiencing the 5 of Pentacles. This energy doesn't feel good because it makes us feel like we don't belong, or you know, it just feels like we're going through hard times, right? That's just the energy I'm feeling here. And Spirit is letting you know that you're being guided at this time, that you are safe and you are protected. Everything is going to work out for you. So just one step at a time here. Take things one step at a time. 3 of Pentacles, support is around you. You might not feel like it, especially when we're going through tough times. Sometimes we feel like we don't have support, and then there's others that do have support, but know that there's definitely support around you. If you feel that you don't have support, call on your spirit guides to bring that support in. and you'll see that the support comes in, but you have to be open and receptive to the way that support is coming in for you. The Three of Pentacles is also about expansion, growth, creativity, right? And money energy. So it's coming in for you. Now, I want you to use your own intuition with my reading today. So whenever you see my cards popping up on screen, I want you to try and interpret them using your own intuition. This is going to strengthen your intuition, and you're also going to receive your own messages. And I love it when you share with me how these cards' energies show up for you in your own life. So share with me in the comment section below. So yeah, we want to surrender to Spirit at this time. Leave it in their hands. You know what I like to do? If I can't figure something out, or I'm going through something that is challenging and I can't find my way out of it, I do hand it to Spirit. I say, here you go. You know, I've done what I could, and I just don't know what the solution is. I don't know what it is that I'm meant to do. I'm surrendering to the experience, not trying to control it, not trying to change it, not trying to resist it, and just flow with it. And that's when I always experience myself navigating through it and coming out of it, right? So before I begin, I just wanted to mention that we all live a different life experience. These cards are going to present themselves differently in each of our lives. This is also a general reading for you today. So those of you that are watching, if my reading isn't resonating for you, please leave it behind, but also pass this reading along to someone that might need to hear its message. So the Star card is a confirmation that you are being activated right now at this time. Spirit wants you to bring yourself into this present moment, into the here and now, and clear any noise, anything that you are thinking about, anything that is creating fear, anything that is creating worry, doubt, procrastination even. Clear that mind and open space and room for Spirit to connect with you. Connect to your spirit mind. We live in a world where we need our material mind to navigate this earthly realm, but we also need to tap into our spirit mind. And spirit mind sometimes isn't always accessible to us, especially when we have a lot of energies that are, intermixing with us and interfering or invading our energetic space. So this is where I feel something's happened in your life. And maybe you felt like you have been kept out in the dark in some way, meaning you're left out of society, out of family. You feel like an outcast or a black sheep. This could also be for those of you that feel like you're not able to make it by, like you're not able to do what it is that other people are doing. So this is a really interesting energy. This is an interesting, lot of different kinds of thoughts here. And change is definitely within the energy of this. I'm getting someone who is thinking in a way that isn't in alignment with what they desire to experience here. So there's a lot of thoughts that you might be thinking that are working against what you're trying to create. Or perhaps there's a particular situation that has arose recently in your life that is making you feel like the energy of the Five of Pentacles. It's scarcity. It is, going through tough times or tough situations. This could be like arguments. It feels like a Mercury retrograde energy. It feels like interferences, disturbances, distractions, taking you away from what you wish to experience. And I feel safety, comfort, stability, and security are unstable here. So if this is what you are experiencing in your life, Spirit is letting you know that you have the ability to tap into your inner strength and release the worry and the stress around this. First, you want to tackle the emotions of what it is that you're feeling, because these emotions are actually driving an energy that is reflecting to you what you are seeing and experiencing. Okay, so we want to have a clear vision. We want to have a clear plan. So this is reminding me of an experience I had a long time ago in my life. I worked for a company for about 7 years, 6-7 years, and I was all of a sudden fired. It was a very toxic place. I didn't want to work there, but I did, and I stayed there for 7 years because I was a single mom. I felt like I didn't have any other option. I had to have a stable job. I lost that job. The day I lost that job, it felt like a tower moment. So this kind of feels like a tower moment, this Five of Pentacles. That was a tower moment for me. And I remember sitting in my car crying so much because that was out of nowhere. It was a long story of what happened, but I shouldn't have gotten fired because I was fired. But that was a blessing in disguise. Even though the experience itself was awful, right? I cried it out. It took me like 2-3 hours just to get over those emotions. Then I drove home, washed my face, got cleaned up, and I decided there, I'm like, you know what? No, I'm not going to let this happen to me. I'm going to go out and I'm going to go find a job. So I went out and I said, you know, I'm not coming home until I get a job today. So I went out and I found a job that day. And it was a job that was better than the one that I was working and got fired from, and it was paying me more. So yeah, I stayed there for a very long time, but oh my goodness, what a blessing in disguise. So there's something good coming out of the situation that you are in currently. Have faith that whatever you are going through, you are meant to go through it, no matter how awful it looks. You are someone who's very capable of moving through it as well. You have the strength. You have the ability, the capability. All you have to do is tune out the noise that is working against you getting through this. Okay, so this is how we do it. We want to clear anything that you're thinking about it. So anytime I go through a challenge, I try not to overthink things or try to analyze what's actually going on. And I try to become more of an observer. I try not to react, because I feel if you react and intermingle with the energy, it starts to like get a little bit staticky and weird, depending on the situation that you're in. So you want to stay in your own vibration and frequency. You want to protect your energetic space here. All right, so this is what Spirit is saying here to you. Stay within this space and you're going to see how everything begins to unfold in your life. You have to be active. Okay, so this activation is happening because you are taking an active role in clearing these energies and allowing yourself to center and ground yourself here in the present moment now, receiving the information, the guidance, the clarity, whatever it is that you need right now, it is coming to you. Okay? There's a lot of success that comes with this card through going through situations that are tough, because they allow you to grow. You are growing, you are going through an expansion, a breakthrough experience in your life right now. This is the point of this activation. So I feel you're meant to hear this information, and I trust that you're going to receive it in the way that you are meant to interpret it, okay? So that is the Five of Pentacles. So big change that is coming in. They want you to be bendable but not breakable, flexible and adaptable here, okay? And the Star card, there are so many signs, confirmations from the universe coming in for you, letting you know that you are supported, that you are protected, and that you are safe no matter what experience you're having in this earthly realm. It's a part of what you're here to do. You were chosen for something, and each experience you're having, tough or good, is actually molding you and building you into this version that you are meant to be in order to step into the position that you're meant to take on here. Okay, so I feel some of you already know why you're here. You know you're a chosen one. Perhaps you're a healer, right? You went through a lot of different things, maybe with your physical body, and now you have overcome all of that. Here you are to share that story. How did you do that? How can you help others overcome what you overcame, right? Giving them hope through the hope that you had applied in your life as you were going through the experiences that you were going through. So I feel there's a purpose and a reason why you are here, and you're meant to share your light in the world. Okay, so this is what's coming through here. Balance is going to be necessary here for any areas of your life that are unstable. Spirit is wanting you to take a look and create some harmony and balance there. Any relationships that you have, if you find that you're going through a bumpy ride with a relationship, maybe it's challenging, perhaps someone doesn't make you feel safe, right? Maybe you don't feel safe in your home, safe in your environment, or safe in yourself. Right? These are energies that Spirit wants you to work on. You know, sometimes we can't release them, but rather create an energetic space around you so that their words and the things that they're doing, their actions, are not actually interfering with your vibration and frequency. And I feel here with the Star card, there's a lot of different, the best way I can describe these are like strings or chords. And I feel you're cutting them all one by one. You're feeling safe to actually do that now. There's no threat. There's no fear. It's almost like you're coming to this point And perhaps you've already come to it and you've been looking for a sign or confirmation that now it's time for you to move ahead into this new experience in your life. So you're meant to cut the cords. Maybe it's just one cord. Maybe it's more than one cord. This might have to do with your physical body. Perhaps there's something that isn't working out with your physical body, something that you might be eating, something that you're worrying or stressing about. Maybe you're procrastinating. You're not able to move ahead because you're too scared. You're uncertain. There's no guarantees. Like there's all of these different things or reasons why. They want you to put those aside for now, and they want you to step into this new energy, especially if you are feeling it and it feels right for you. I feel that in a way you have been marked. And I feel this mark is coming in as a scar or something that you've carried for a very long time since your childhood. You received this, it could be a birthmark. It could be, a scar or a scratch, something that happened to you that you remember. And you've carried that with you for a very long time now. It could be something completely different. Right? So I remember I used to work in my dad's shop. He used to build furniture. So we used to go in there, sand and stuff. And I had a splinter, but this was a thick piece of wood. And I was too scared to pull it out. So I left it in and it turned into a beauty mark on my finger. So I carried that with me up until now. I still have it. Right? So it feels like this, but there's a memory tied to it. For me, that memory was, I remember my dad saying it takes hard work. If you want to create an experience, if you desire to create a dream, it takes effort and energy. And remember, you have to put a lot of energy in. You have to always be in motion and active. So I've always remembered that, and I've always carried that with me. And that was when I sanded my finger and he's like, yeah, that's hard work. That's letting you know that you're built for something. You're built for hard work. So yeah, there's something coming in here, some sort of message that you're meant to receive through energy that you have already put in, and some sort of a scar, some sort of a mark. Maybe you heard somebody saying you've been marked. Maybe you heard this word or even name. The name Mark is coming up, right? But yeah, I feel you're connecting to the stars. We are all stars in the sky. This is what I believe. We're all connected to the stars in the sky. And I feel your star is coming down and connecting with you, sharing with you what it is that you need to hear, what it is that you need to know. And I feel this is like intuitive downloads coming in. So you may have been feeling more inspired lately, more creative, more full of energy. And perhaps there's an interference somewhere in your life. So I'm getting the energy of abundance, but I'm also getting the energy of darkness. Okay, so you may be having an experience of abundance, and there are little bits and pieces of scarcity showing up. Okay, bits and pieces of things. Maybe you're going through scarcity, but there's little bits and pieces of abundance coming through. Both exist in each experience. Both exist equally in each experience. And what's happening is Spirit is tying you to the energy or the lens, the mindset to look through the abundance. Look for the abundance, the love in your life. So mindset here is important. I've been talking about mindset in all my readings recently. So I have 2 ebooks all about mindset, everyone. The 14-Day Mindset Challenge ebook and my 60-Day Soul Commitment Challenge. You can find them both in the description box below. Mindset here is going to be really important. So if you're in a space of scarcity, if you're in a space of negativity, whatever this is, it's a lower vibrational energy. You're going to know that you're in it because you're not feeling good and you're not liking your experience. That is showing up here in the 5 of Pentacles. You have the power to shift that. It's in the way that you're showing up in the experience you're having. How are you choosing to show up within the experience you're having, good or bad? If it's a bad experience, you want to show up in the energy of light and love, even in the energy of love, no matter what. It takes practice to stay connected to this energy, because sometimes those of us, especially that have had a lot of bad experiences, and we kind of have that, lens on of, everything bad happens anyway, so why even bother, or whatever else it is. It's this energy, the 5 of Pentacles. They're wanting you to shift that. Practice looking at your day through light. Practice showing up in the energy of light and love. This is you now connecting to the energy of your star family. Oh my gosh, star family is coming in as well. So look at that. You're connecting to an energy that you naturally, genuinely vibrate at. This is what you're meant to do, is you're meant to activate and you're meant to activate and be this version of yourself. This is what's happening. So whatever experience you're having, I do feel there's change coming in. There may be something uncomfortable that you're having to face, something challenging, something that feels difficult to go through. Spirit is letting you know that you're incredibly strong. And they're also saying, go outside and take a look at the stars. Maybe you'll see one out in the sky moving around. I've been saying this quite a bit in my readings. I do feel we have a connection to the stars. And I go outside and I look up at the stars every single night. Anytime I go outside, even in the daytime, I look up at the sky because I feel we don't look up at the sky. We're always in our screens, right? So I feel that Spirit is connecting you to something right now. And this is activating you. And the activation, this is the part of the process, is the Five of Pentacles energy. It's a part of the process, you having to go through that. So as you can see the image, we've got two people that are outside. We've got a dog barking at them. So there is no home here. It doesn't feel like a safe or secure place. But know that if you're feeling this energy, this is going to change for you. But you have to be an active participant in the clearing of the energies that are in the way. So surrendering to Spirit, surrender your desire to control, and surrender procrastination. Remember that you are meant to you're meant to be active. You're meant to be in motion, moving in this energy. So you don't want to stay stagnant in one place and, waiting for things to happen. You are the one that's meant to make it happen. For some of you, things are happening anyways. Changes are taking place because change is definitely in the air. But you can create a healthy relationship with it. And you can choose to move through it in the energy you desire to. I feel sometimes we forget that we can actually do that. And it's all about bringing ourselves back to our body, to this present moment, to the here and now. And remember that you have a lot of spirit guides and angels. They're with you all the time. Anytime you need support, you can call on your spirit guides. I always ask my spirit guides, what is it that I need to hear around this situation? Let me know what it is that I need to hear. And I just release it and let it go. And I don't think about it. I don't procrastinate about it. Just go about my day. And I'll usually receive, a lot of the time, my messages come through inspiration, right? And for other times, I'm conversing with somebody and I receive an answer through that. So it's interesting how Spirit works. And I feel for you, you're meant to connect with people right now. Okay, I know that they're saying teamwork makes the dream work. Communication here is going to be your superpower. Communicate and share what it is that is truthful to you. Speak your truth. It doesn't have to be someone else's truth. This is your truth. Maybe you've been speaking someone else's truth and that's led you nowhere, right? It's time to now reconnect with yourself and speak your truth. You are going through an elevation, an activation, right? You are moving up in energy here. You're going through a high. Some of you are in a low, but the high is coming up here. So get ready for this high. But again, Spirit is saying you have to be active in this energy. All right. So money management is coming through here with the Three of Pentacles. Working with others. This is really going to be important. And if you have support around you, lean on that support or ask for support. Okay. Because I feel there's a lot of supporting energies right now. Divine support is there as well. I'm getting divine intervention. That's coming through these two cards. The Three of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles. Really interesting. So three's a crowd. I don't know why I'm getting a triangle energy here. Perhaps there's some sort of a love triangle, or there is, a third wheel kind of an energy coming through. Maybe this is causing disturbance or interference in your life. There's definitely disturbance and interference. This is a temporary patch. This too will pass. Remember that this will work out. And sometimes we're unsure. We're not sure exactly where our life is going. There's a lot of fear. They want you to release those emotions, work on releasing them and moving forward. You want to put on your thinking caps here, right? And the Three of Pentacles it's a creative energy. It's actually a beautiful card. They're in an apple field. We've got a squirrel or a chipmunk. That's a chipmunk eating an apple. Everyone's working together, listening. It feels like they're being taught something, right? It looks like teacher and students. So we have this energy of learning, energy of new information coming in. And because you have some new information coming in, you can take that and use it however you choose to. This is where the expansion is happening within your consciousness, right? So you're receiving information, and I feel this is the point of this activation. And I feel over the next couple of weeks, you're going to continue receiving information. Information that is important for your growth. Information that you have asked for, that you have been praying for. It's now coming in. So this is where you want to be an active observer, an active listener. Okay, so when people are speaking or conversing with you, they want you to take on the role of a silent observer and just pick up the information that's coming in. Sometimes we don't have to communicate. Your communication is coming through externally. And your communication is also coming through the filter, because communication is going to be your superpower here. The way that you are communicating, the way that you are interpreting everything that you are seeing. So the filter that you are wearing, that you're looking at your reality from, you are interpreting your reality through this filter. It is really important that you be aware of the kind of filter you are wearing. And again, that comes back to your mindset. Your mindset is that filter. So if you're looking through the lens of love and abundance, you're going to see that filtered through, and you're going to interpret things through love and abundance. But if you have scarcity or negativity as a lens or a filter on, you're going to filter and interpret your reality in that energy, because that is what you're seeing, because that's what you're emanating. That's the energy that you are vibrating in. So it's really important that you understand the kind of energy that you are emitting in the world, how you are processing energies and sending them back out into the world, because the energy that you put out there is going to come back to you. Okay? So this is where Spirit is wanting you to realign yourself and show up in the energy that you want to experience in your life, in your reality. All right? So, and working with others. So because you're expanding, I feel there's a lot of opportunities or doors opening through your connection with others, through you getting yourself out there, right? So again, you're meant to be an active participant, take an active role in your life as a leader, as an authority to make things happen. Have hope. You know what? We go through lots of different experiences where we make mistakes, we fail things, and maybe we do it many, many times. I've done that in my own life. I usually just get back up and try something else. I'm like, oh, well, that didn't work. We'll try something else. And then there's some of us that are really hard on themselves, very, very hard. This is where Spirit is wanting you not to be so hard on yourself. Instead, give yourself love for trying. And let's now push a different energy out. Let's try something different, or try it a different way, or not do this thing at all and try something new, right? This is what they want you to do, is to try and be creative, think outside the box and not be too hard on yourself, right? And I'm getting like more than one person. I don't know if this is a work setting or this is like a family thing, but maybe there is some sort of temporary difficulty in the family because of something specific that is happening. So it feels like it may be tearing your family apart. And again, Spirit is letting you know it is only temporary. There's no need to add fuel to the fire. There's no need to, get entangled in a mess that isn't yours. Okay, so just be mindful of the energies you're surrounding yourself and what kind of energies you're getting caught up in. Okay, because I do feel that some of you are surrounded by a particular person, or maybe more than one. And there may be some drama here that you don't need to be involved in. Okay, so remember that no is a complete sentence. So we're clearing the path of any kind of energies that are interfering with you connecting with your own vibration and frequency. This is where the activation is happening. It's through you connecting with yourself. And the signs are there. Again, some of you might be seeing snakes. Perhaps you're seeing butterflies. Maybe you're seeing a German Shepherd dog. Maybe you're seeing a chipmunk, apple trees, lotus flowers. There's so much symbolism in these cards here, everyone. So stars in the sky. I really feel that there's a wish coming true here as well. Prayers are being answered, and that's through the star card. You're being divinely guided right now. So follow the signs that are coming through. You know what these signs are. Okay, I feel, again, Spirit is saying you were chosen. There's a purpose and a reason why you're here in this earthly realm. Okay, and you're being activated. There's lots of different activation points, and this is one of them, this reading. So let's see what it is that Spirit wants to share with you through this bonus card. So this is the Alki Oracle. This is a Spirit Warrior energy. So I'm excited. This is a card deck that Spirit called me to use in your reading today. I'm getting someone with green eyes. Is there somebody out there with green eyes, or perhaps there's somebody around you that might have green eyes? That's coming through here. So Nemesis, she who avenges. Nemesis, and some of you might be resonating with the image of this card. So revenge, outcome, and justice. All right, so this might be tying in with the energy of the Five of Pentacles. So Nemesis, let's read the interpretation of Nemesis. Nemesis, she who avenges, teaches a powerful lesson. Fight poison with poison, and both sides will lose. Revenge may seem the best answer, but carefully consider the outcome. How much of yourself are you willing to lose when faced with someone who has set themselves against you? Even if you wear a mask, you cannot hide from your own actions. Nemesis is the inescapable one who extracts retribution from those who would set themselves above the higher powers. This Nemesis card serves as a caution when drawn. Nemesis asks you to check your motives. Does your need for retribution lead you into a place you may not wish to be? If you have already made a bad choice, don't despair. There isn't anyone who can claim to have never made a poor decision. Moving forward, think about the consequences of your choices. Should your need for punishment fall within the legal purview, let those sworn to justice take over. Do not take matters into your own hands. This is a case of calling on justice and then stepping back to let the cards fall where they may. Set up firm boundaries to include whatever makes you feel safe. Then let justice prevail. Okay, I've got some journaling prompts, 3 of them. Feel free to write these down and use them. Why am I called to this action? Why are you called to this action? How important is it for you? How important is it for you? How will I harm myself by taking revenge? How will I harm myself by taking revenge? All right, so I feel karma is also an energy that some of you are experiencing in your life, and you don't want to play with karma here. Karma is definitely in the air for some of you out there. This might not even be your own energy. It might be an energy around you that you are witnessing and experiencing, okay? So you might be seeing a theme of this around you. So we're going to go ahead and close off with an angel number. So some of you might be seeing this angel number already. If you haven't, you're going to see it now, and remember this message. So 1551, hold your vision. This is connecting to the star card. Hold your vision. Okay, stay connected to yourself and not the outside experiences you're having, especially if they're connected to the Nemesis or the Five of Pentacles. So focus on the good and maintain your concentration on the outcomes you desire. It's time to put your faith and time into your ideas and pursue your goals with all of your might. You have such a beautiful, courageous, and brave spirit. Know that and own that. Once again, you have such a beautiful, courageous, and brave spirit. Okay, so know that you are someone who can navigate any kind of challenge. You're very capable of doing that. That's because you have spirit warrior energy within you. And I feel that's the part of you that is being activated right now. And a spirit warrior is a spirit warrior because of the challenges that spirit warrior has overcome. So 1551, the keywords here are manifestation, abundance, money, dreams, vision, and prosperity. Okay, so this is your message. This is your reading. I hope it resonates for you. If it does, please comment below, hit that like button. And if you're brand new to my channel and you're enjoying my content, please consider subscribing. Other than that, I wanted to wish you all a beautiful day, and thank you so much for spending some time with me today. Right, so those of you that have made it this far in my video today, thank you so much for your love and support. Your presence here means so much to me. Now, I just wanted to remind everyone that I do have a secondary channel, Sacred Knowledge Living, where myself, my husband Paul, his brother Tom, and Tom's wife Katomi bring you more content. Katomi also brings us the Magic Intention candle, so she has a lot of behind the scenes there. We have meditations and podcasts. Now, I also wanted you to check out my website, www.sacredknowledgetarot.com. I have a lot of offerings there as well, which include my 14-day Mindset Challenge ebook and the 60-day Soul Commitment Challenge that myself and my husband Paul put together for all of you. So make sure you go check that out. Now, I also wanted you to check out some of these videos, especially if you enjoyed the video that you just watched. So enjoy, and until the next time.